お帰りなさいませ。アイン様。
Hey everybody, welcome back to another Stoneface Reactions. I'm Griffin, that's Theta, and we're here to watch some more Overlord. Where last time we had the Ruler's Melancholy. Where, I suppose to go ahead and put it simply, we wandered around the estate, met everyone, saw that they're all happy, and ended up with, of course, the traditional anime, well, the hot spring has a dividing wall and everyone is acting quirky now.
My interpretation of what just happened is that Griff was about to read a synopsis and then realized it was like 2 paragraphs
Yeah,
and
that's
realized, oh man, I better be able to do this on my own.
Well, that's the thing. Last episode was so much nothing. I feel reading the 2 paragraphs would not do it justice, actually.
And yet you missed the albedo revelation.
Ah, yes, that Albedo is actually too pure to ride the evil unicorn.
I mean, is that the way you want to phrase it? I mean, it's. I
That
guess
is the
it's
way
true.
this phrases it. Cannot ride it because she is a pure maiden.
Right, which is another way to say a specific thing, which I feel is like a little bit less disingenuous than saying she's too pure.
But I also care about YouTube monetization.
I don't. What words were you thinking of using that would be effective? I was just thinking she's a virgin.
To be fair, it could be any word at this point. It is YouTube, after all.
Right. I just don't think the word virgin is gonna get you on the monetization thing.
That, again, could be anything these days.
So every cooking show is gonna be hit then. I
Yeah,
gotta use some of
actually.
that virgin olive oil.
YouTube would absolutely go ahead and add a word that destroys an entirely separate category of videos for no reason. So that's got me going. I think the most interesting or important part of the episode was the mention that there's some human experimentation going down.
I already knew
And
that though.
yeah. Well, more specifically, it was brought up as a point during the episode, which indicates that it is going to be viewed sooner than later, like this season, or be relevant. That's what I'm keying into, I think.
Like I said, this is the season with a lot more excitement in it. However, I've also, due to last episode, remembered that there's also a lot of low-key things. Like, not even like the politics that we got last season,
Yeah.
but just like people in the world doing their thing.
Honestly, that would be the way to describe last episode. People
Okay,
doing their thing.
this season is going to be like season 1, where you remember we got a couple of episodes with Vines just hanging around with normal people.
Yep.
Not doing anything particularly fun, but
Just going on adventure.
and the high elements of season 2.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a combination of those 2 seasons.
Right. So it's keeping itself level. It's doing the same things that it knows works. So I think though this episode we had the hint that Carne Village is gonna be there. People are gonna ask for something weird, and Ainz is just gonna agree without thinking about it. My guess is of course that they've agreed to burn it down or something. 'Cause that's what I'm expecting out of them.
Who's agreed to burn it down?
The other lords decide like, oh yeah, we want to do something fucked up to Carne Village, and I just kind of goes, oh yeah, whatever, and then realizes too late that he's wrong and shouldn't have done that. He's on autopilot.
I know why I
that's
asked you to explain, but after you've explained, I'm even more confused. What lords are asking Ainz, and he's like,
keep
okay,
forgetting what their names are, like floor lords, floor maidens,
the floor guardians.
Guardians, that's what they are. Okay.
You say lords, and I think the 3 countries that are around where the tomb is.
Right. But yeah, no. I'm curious what direction this will go, and my direction is immediately south. So,
But why would the floor guardians want to attack the village that Ainz is saying he'll protect?
Because they hate humans.
Right, but literally last episode, the one that you said nothing involved was, one of the maids says that they stay in that village all the time.
I don't really have an answer. The honest thing is, I don't know what to expect. And of course, you've seen it before, and you won't make a guess or give any hint.
No, my inherent response is just to question why you're wrong.
Alright then. Final guess is they're going to agree to make a big cake and present it to them. And Albedo will pop out of it.
I'm wondering, did they ever do a cake?
There you go. So, I think on that note, we're going to go ahead and get started. But before we do, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and comment down below to feed that algorithm. On top of all that, if you want to watch more shows like this, unfiltered, uncensored, and uncut, as well as some early access stuff, you can check it out over on the Patreon. Just $5 a month, but hey, no pressure. It's all support the channel, just a little bit extra.
今後のナザリックの方針を決める。ナザリック守護者統括たるアルベド。そしてナザリック最高の知者であるデミウルゴスよ。
You two totally have ideas, right?
が終了したわけだが、ナザリックは今後どのように動いていくべきか方針を語れ。
Just like you said.
それと他に案がある者は手を挙げる。
Ah, raise your hand. You're in class, everybody.
そのためにもデミウルゴス。皆のために現在の情報を分かりやすく説明するのだ。とりあえずは王国に対してナザリックが行ったことをな。
かしこまりました。
It's narration time.
これで知ったかぶりをしつつもデミウルゴスたちの考えを聞くことができる。所詮俺の考えなんて素人だからな。まず第一に
This is very much like, oh hey, okay, players, go ahead and tell me the recap of what happened last time.
世界に広げること。ただ I mean,
that's what you do when your players are taking actions and you can't figure out what they're doing or what they're up to.
そしてナザリックの強化と情報収集か。
諸君、マーレたちの働きにより8本指の長は全て服従した。今後リエステーゼ王国の裏社会はナザリックが支配できるだろう。これによってアインズ様の主なる目的である世界征服の足が得られる。
That last episode.
No, Heinz's response, what?
Didn't realize they took over. Honestly love it.
But yeah, essentially what you said a second ago.
Oh, you got on that, dude.
I was hoping that you would.
Oh, I'm sorry. I already forgot what I said a moment ago.
Cool, I'm thinking I'm just gonna cut the intro out.
Sorry, we're just being branded today, I guess.
Well, it's just... yeah, I guess. I've got no weight to that in here. And if I've already said I'm gonna cut it out, I'm just gonna cut it out, so...
Right.
Well, the time was passing. It's like, shit, he's not saying anything. I'll just give him a pat on the back. It's just like you said. And then you had no way in there either. It's like, oh, shit.
No natural segue allowed.
Oh, now I have the real regret is that all this talking we've done could have been talking about what you've seen in the intro. Since it's the first time you see it.
Ah, that's true. We'll have to come back around to it.
How tasty.
What a line.
I've linked it 100 times, Griff.
I know. You started off this last season 1 saying you wanted to dominate the world.
Yeah, I would say it's all based on what he said during his trip up into the sky with Demiurge.
Exactly.
Demiurge is based all of his plans based on what Heinz said in that moment.
Heinz has my level of memory. Just like, you remember what you said 3 weeks ago, right? It's like, no. Oh, he's so happy.
覚えていたのか。
もちろんでございます。アインズ様のお言葉であればこのデミウルゴス、一言一句たりとも忘れたりはしません。
そうか、あの時だな。
そうでございます。
He's not giving you any more.
あの時だな。
そうでございます。
どの時だよ。そうか、私は嬉しいぞ、デミウルゴス。
ありがとうございます。
しかし世界征服とは難しいものだな。
全くでございます。
それでどうすべきだと思う？
ナザリックを表に出すべきだと愚行いたします。シャルティアを支配した者たちが暗躍している以上、こちらも裏に潜っていては厄介なことになりかねません。
私も同意見です。今のようにごく少数を派遣し、裏で密かに探るようなことをしなくてもよくなりますから。
It's
I suppose it
always
would be. Go ahead.
確か
You
に
first.
魅力的だ。
It would always be difficult to send an army in shadow and subterfuge, right?
I was gonna say it's hard to do anything if you think someone's out there who can mind control your most powerful people.
Very true.
ただ一人を除いて。また国に仕えるというのは私たちの動きもある程度はよく。
And of course, they're just reforming. There's only one person they would bother
たち
serving.
が組織であった場合、後手に回る可能性がある。故に、アインズ様。私はナザリック地下大墳墓という国を作り上げることを提案いたします。念のため説明しておくが、すべては当初からアインズ様がお考えになられていたことだよ。
Oh.
Demir just continuing to realize he has full control of the conversation.
私のような被災のみでは計りきれません。あくまでその一端を察するのみではあります。
いや、さすがナザリック一の知恵者だ。よくぞ見抜いたな、デミウルゴス。
アインズ様の今までの行動。
I do love how such phrases not only elevate himself but also incidentally demiurge continually.
そうでございます。
あれもそうだな。
そうでございます。
だからどれだよ。そうか。ではデミウルゴス、お前はどれが最も
Yeah, because I mean, Demiurge is the only person in Ain's ever, like, public address. Oh my god, I'm so amazed by how you understood me.
そうだな。あれはうまくい
And everyone else is kind of like more reserved in suggesting ideas. Demiurge has the most independence.
人間どもの村に知らなかったです。
人間たちを滅ぼすことは至極簡単だが、アインズ様はあえて平和的支配を選択された。つまりアインズ様はその時点で世界征服をお考えになられ、そのための実験をされていたということだよ。
And you thought he would burn it down. For what reason, Griff?
For fun. Ah, regular day in the village.
どうだろう。昨日も遅くまでやってたみたいだし。それにしてもいいお天気。
今日の朝ごはんは何ですか？
カイジャリさんたちのおかげでお肉が手に入ったから、頑張って美味しいスープを作りました。
ナイスカット。
そんなことないですよ。
いや、いい筋肉ついてきましたね。
We've only really seen the goblins once.
When they got summoned.
Exactly.
ゴブリンさんも元気そうね。
はい、今日もバッチリ畑仕事を手伝いますからね。
助かるわ。
本当にエンリとゴブリンさんたちには感謝しているよ。お前さんたちがいなければこの村を捨てなければならなかったろう。
やっぱり人手はまだ足りてないんですか？
そうだな。あれから焼き討ちにあった村のわずかな生き残りが移り住
Still a little empty, huh?
まだまだだな。
町から来たのは冒険者をやめた。
You remember a lot of them got murdered in the first season. There's a couple episodes.
来ようという物好きはそうそういないだろう。
何ですかあなたったら。気弱なことばかり言って。
But I am crazy.
この前来たお役人だって当分は年貢を減らすし、労役も免除すると言っていたではないですか。ゆっくり立て直していけばいいんですよ。
Literally, a village of old people and children.
And goblins.
Well, I'm just saying, you'll be exempt from the service. It's like, the old people and children. I think you'll find that's what World War II Germany fell upon. You're in a bad place if you're calling for this village.
I do like that they're already on the thought of, well, you know, how are we gonna possibly repay our hero
朝
back?
ごはんができたからおばあさんと一緒に。おはよう、エンディ。
It's okay, it's just chlorine.
どうしたの、フィール。聞いてよ。ついに新しいポ
I've
ー
had
ズを
that
生成
problem.
することに成功したんだ。これは
The indoor swimming pool and the chlorine was too high. I was with my girlfriend at the time who cleaned houses, so she's used to breathing it all in heavy. And I'm just like, off on the side, can't figure out why. It's like, God, am I out of shape?
Nope, it's chemicals. Deadly, deadly chemicals. Which you put in your pool.
じゃあよろしくね。
I have had plenty of experience with chlorine at this point. I think I'm done.
Well, it was the first and only time I've ever done an indoor swimming pool. Most of the time it's just been outdoor shit.
Right, which is harder to kill yourself via chlorine.
Well, when all the doors are closed in and the chlorine is feels over-chlorinated, and it's just building up in the air. You had no escape.
Goblin dating advice. I love this.
Well, who else around here is going to talk to him like a man?
All this plan is gonna fail. No, the narrative beat is he's gonna go over, he's gonna try, like, finally speaking his mind and revealing his emotions, and then he's gonna be interrupted by Ainz.
The thing to remember at this point is, despite how evil inherently the people from the Tomb of Nazareth are, this is not made in Abyss.
That's right, it's hard to reach that level necessarily. I was thinking a little bit myself. Do the goblins have more or less freedom and personality than the denizens of Nazareth?
Well, they're a summon, so.
だがスープの底にはまだ肉が残っていた。みんな肉は一切れずつのはずなのにだ。つまりこれこそがふざけんな。それは妄想ではないのですか？
Even the smallest possible thing.
君への肉はその矮小なもののみなんですよ。お気づきなさい。肝がられているのだと。大体我が神はこうおっしゃっています。
No, never mind.
Oh, he's dead. Well, what are you gonna do with the corpse? He already drowned in the soup.
Well, I mean, he is the most important person in the village, remember?
True, true.
I mean, the reason that Ainz even cares about the village is because of him. As per Season 1.
I think that's the adventure they mentioned, yeah.
Yep, also from Season 1. You hit the ground, you didn't miss.
If you're always shooting for the ground, you'll rarely ever miss.
And if you do, you've accomplished something new as well.
But the goal is clearly being able to fire over the wall at anyone coming in for an attack. What if you kill them all?
どうかしたんですかい？
カイジャリさん、ちょっと包丁を乱暴に扱っちゃって。
そりゃ気をつけねえと。この村には家事仕事ができる人がいませんからね。俺たちの装備も修理したりできないんですよ。
そうだったんですか。
まあ、そのうちなんとかしますよ。
Yeah, like hiring a blacksmith. That won't be freaked out by all the
ちゃんと
goblins.
潰せてる？バッチリ。見てよ。頑張ったね、ネム。
しかしすごい匂いですね。ウフィ兄さんみたいだ。
そこまで臭くないですよ。ね。カイジャリさん、これは宴会酒といってカルネ村の特産品なんですよ。この時期しか取れない薬草を使った貴重なものなんです。
大事な収入源
Hey, something that's actually valuable about the village other than being in the middle of nowhere.
見て、もう薬草がないよ。今日だけで全部潰せちゃうよ。知ってるところは大体取り尽くしちゃったからね。
I'm definitely getting Lizard Village vibes here, if you know what I mean, which is that this is a lot of build-up just for Ainz to come in and crush
どう
everybody.
した救命？
Did you keep repeating for no reason?
何かって？
もしかして村を
We've had Ainz in Nazareth saying this village is important.
2、3日中には森に
We also have them in the village reminding us that Ainz cares about the village.
No, I mean, like, I'm expecting, like, the giant block again, you know?
この時期しか取れない薬
Oh,
草
I know what you meant by it.
ですから
That's why I keep.
多少危険か
That's
も
why I
し
just
れない
double indicated to you why you're wrong, and I don't understand why you keep saying it.
お願いします。
いいか。これからエンリの姉さんたちが薬草を取っている間に。
It's like you've made up your own headcanon about what's gonna happen, despite 2 seasons of the show saying the opposite.
エンリの姉さんの護衛はゴコ、ヘイ、カイジャリ、ヘイ、ウンライ、ヘイ、おめえらだ。おう。てめえら分かってるだろうが、姉さんに傷一つつけんじゃねえぞ。おう。あと、ムフィの兄さんもエンリの姉さんを頼みますぜ。
It's flexing strategy time.
ここで振るんだ。もちろ
It's
ん
the moment we've all been waiting
僕
for.
が守ってみせる。キラン。
ありがとう、ムフィ。よろしくね。
まだいろいろと僕が作った錬金術アイテムの準備もあるからね。任せてよね。キラン。
お願いするね。
There you go, really packing on the charm. But how would you rate it?
Well, the problem is it's the same day that he passed out in the soup, so.
あれをチームのポーション
Ah, true. Hard to recover off of
少しだ
that.
け効能が強くなるんだ。
そうなんだ。
高価なやつなんですか？
それなりだけど、僕やエンリが狙っている薬草の方がもっと高いんだ。だから今は取らなくてもいいよ。
了解っす。
いやー、本当にウフィの兄さんはすごいですね。
俺たちには草の見分けなんてさっぱりできないからな。
It's like the artist just drew a bunch of leaves.
それはゴブリンの特性なのかな。
どうなんでしょう。そういうスキルは俺たち持ってないんで。
獣を飼ったり、皮を剥ぐならなんとかできるんですけどね。
木陰が多く、空気が湿り気を帯びている。
I've never
こういった場に
complimented the
その薬
humidity,
草が自生しているんだ。
especially when you're saying there's a lot of it.
Usually that's a very terrible thing.
やっぱりウフィに一緒に来てもらってよかった。
ラッキーだったね。どうしたの？
ムフィはすごいなって。薬草も見つけられるし、積むのもう
I
まく
too
て
compliment people on their
私
herb
の
picking
初プレだから
skills.
ね。これぐらい普通じゃないかな。
そうかな。
そうだと思う
I don't
よ。
know where the other comment, Griff.
I don't know.
If you're really good at it, maybe you would.
Well, I'm no good at it, so.
何かこっちに向かっていますね。少し離れて隠れましょう。
Alright, now things are getting terrible.
静かにしてください。
バ ーゲスト。薬草の強烈な匂いのせいで僕たちの匂いに気づかないみたいだ。
それじゃあ、あのガキが生贄になってくれれば問題は解決ですね。姉さんの身の安全が最優先。
How I feel like every time I'm in a D&D game goes these days. Well, I know this is the call to adventure, but if I just don't do anything,
わかった。
Then you get to live.
yeah, it'll be
あのゴブ
fine.
リンがなぜここまで逃げてきたのか。
I don't have to care about everything around me.
将来的に村に危険が及ぶかもしれない。
危険は避けるべきでしょう。勝てない可能性だってあるんですぜ。
私は
Apathy
戦う
is the
力
quality of characters that DMs hate the
もしか
most.
したらかもしれないけど、助けられるかもしれない人を見捨てるのは加害者の片棒を担ぐのに似ていると思います。私は弱者をいたぶるあいつらのようにはなりたくない。お願い。
Hey, there we go. A very basic and clear moral argument.
仕方ねえ、行きますぜ。
Plus, they're all in love with her, so.
So who's getting the level up from this?
よっしゃ、ぶっ殺せ。
Everyone knows there's only one way to kill a wolf, or a wolf-like creature, and that's to let it jump at you and hold your sword up.
何さ、助かりやす。
この場所では魔獣を抑え込めるほどの粘着力はないです。一気に畳みかけましょう。まずい。
So what was that about with the duck?
お前たちはどこの部族のものなんだ。そんなことよりも、
So like a
あなたの
spell?
どうにかする方が先でしょ。
It doesn't have like the weird sigils or anything, so what kind of power did she just unlock?
だいぶ出血してるようだね。
毒？
本当はゴーン様に渡すべきものなんだろうけど。
It's super helpful when you don't have to force them to drink it.
Alright, sinister motives. He saved the kid specifically so he could test it out on somebody who would die if it didn't work.
ギグ部族の族長、アーの息子、4番目のアーグだ。アーグくんね。
んじゃあ、アーグ、なんで傷だらけで逃げてきたか話してくれや。
襲われたから逃げてきた。
簡単すぎんぞ。どんなモンスターに襲われたんだ？
東の巨人の手のものだ。
東の巨人？
東の巨人と西の魔女が手を組んだんだ。
To form the
There we go.
empire of the middle.
We have our antagonist reveal, I suppose. I really thought that they would pop up this episode in Carne Village, but as always, Overlord goes a little bit slower than I think it does.
And in completely the other direction than you think it does.
Yep.
Because you're still harping on this plan. Which,
What? I didn't mention any plan, I just wanted them to show up at this point.
your plan for the destruction of Carne Village.
Look,
Which
I
is
started
not-
off with they could either burn it down or give them a cake, and the truth is somewhere in the middle, obviously.
Look, I know you started somewhere, and then I said you were wrong. And then you kept going with it, and I said you were wrong. And here
I
at
think
the
maybe you
end,
stuck on the idea too much. I'm not that sold on my own bullshit.
it's more that you keep repeating it that makes you sound like you're sold on it.
But, like I was saying, my argument earlier was just that they would come in and have the presentation of, like, the Lizard Village. Like, all this is set up so that Ainz can appear and then, do his thing.
These people already know Ainz,
Well, you know, he'd have fun with it, I guess.
but he's already... Remember, he talked to their elders and everything.
かつてスレイン王国の陰謀に巻き込まれたカルネ村。住民は半減したが、エンリが召喚したゴブリンの力を借りて元の暮らしに戻りつつあった。 そんな折、大森林に異変が起きていると知ったエンリは、冒険者組合への相談といくつかの用事を済ませるためエランテルにやってくる。第3話、エンリの激動かつ慌ただしい日。お前は救われた命を何に使う？
Interesting.
See? She even meets another... What's her name? The one that goes with Momon all the time.
I forgot the name right now. They just didn't mention this episode, so it's not my brain. But no, so, I want to focus on the fun thoughts here, right? So,
No, I want you to suffer.
Alright, I'm gonna suffer here.
Focus on your lamentations.
So during the fight, Eri, like, shouted duck, and it had, like, specific emphasis on it that seemed like maybe something was happening, right?
Sure did.
I didn't visually notice, like, what it applied to. Like, did that, like, make the monster duck? I wasn't sure, just because it went, like, very fast.
No, the goblins ducked.
Oh, okay.
However, at the same time, Nahiri also said, look out, so who the hell knows?
Right. So, my question is, does she have some sort of power? Is this, like, the initial development of something fascinating here?
No.
She's already breaking knives in a very unnatural way, too. Like, you've seen that, right? You don't get a knife, like, crunched like that just because you're a little heavy with it.
They've also pointed out earlier that episode that they don't have any blacksmith to maintain their tools. Maybe it was just poorly maintained.
But I want you to stop gaslighting for just a moment and just go ahead and say, are we going to have something fun with Eri, or is it going to be lame?
Here's the thing. You say, I want you to stop gaslighting, but I literally already answered your question, honestly and truthfully. Not the thing about the knife. When you were asking about the duck thing, I literally answered you in the middle of your question. Now, if it happened to fall upon one of those moments where you choose not to hear me, that's not my fault.
Alright. Well, I mean, I was asking for, like, a more conclusive answer. We have the character, we have the setup, you positively gave me the evidence, thank you. But I'm asking, like, looking forward, is it gonna be fun or lame?
What thing?
Eri's things.
I guess the most non-spoiler answer, which is the only answer you're getting from me, is to say that Eri's thing encompasses the whole season.
Really? Okay, so she's going to be a primary fixture. That's good to know. That's fun.
That's also a big point of not just saying a thing. So.
Right. There's probably more stuff going on, and it's good to know that she's going to be the focal character, and we should care more about it than we do with the lizards, who we cared a lot about, and then they disappeared.
She is a focal character. Not the focal character. I mean,
it's
probably...
Overlord. There's 50 different characters, of course, yeah.
I mean, I would say, if you would say who's the focal character of Overlord Season 3, we're about in the area of who's the main character of IBO, right? We're in that territory where it's up for debate.
Right. Okay, that's understandable. So, I think that at least gives me a little bit of excitement. I want to have fun with this mystery. So I guess given that, do you have any comments on the episode yourself about what you've seen, since of course you don't want to talk about what you already know?
I mean, most of my comments come in the form of, why do you want Carne Village to burn, despite the fact that every one of the things that you've suggested have been disproven by commentary and action given in the past 2 seasons.
Well, I mean, obviously they're not going to burn it down now. But no, I'm just having fun making guesses. So you got nothing more to add? So I guess let's just go ahead and wrap it up here then. This has been Stoneface Reactions, everyone. I'm Griffin, that's Theta, and we'll catch you next time. See you around. Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stoneface Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below, and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video, what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?